I can hardly wait to put forth all the evidence we have collected on Dominion.
Machines and software used in the 2020 election.
I don't even know the exact numbers.
There is statistical evidence, there is all kinds of mathematical evidence.
That they stole a presidential election. I think it's incumbent on both of us to know what Smartmatic's involvement was. It seems like a pretty foundational fact.
I mean, I'm confused right now about why you're here.
Been used all over the world to defy the will of people who wanted freedom.
You must have known what their involvement was in the election.
Oh, you'd have to go look at our complaint.
Operators went in and injected votes and changed the whole system.
You said that Smartmatic owns Dominion. How do you justify such a basic factual error?
I'm going to stop this interview.
To either flip votes, take votes out, or alter the votes to make a candidate win.
Who's watched?
No, we're done.
This surveillance video is from a rural county in Georgia 2 months after the 2020 presidential election and just 1 day after Trump's failed coup attempt. And that's Kathy Latham, former chairwoman of the county GOP, letting Trump operatives into the county election office. This happened on the same day as the voting system in that office was illegally breached. The two men you see in the video admitted they gained access to a voting machine in the county, and they said they, quote, scanned all the equipment, imaged all the hard drives, and scanned every single ballot. They also said that Trump lawyer Sidney Powell sent them there to do that. Sidney Powell was going around making wildly unsubstantiated claims about widespread voter fraud after it was clear Trump lost the election. This video sheds more light on the effort to find any evidence of voter fraud that would help challenge Trump's narrow loss in Georgia, often with the assistance of sympathetic local officials. Latham was already under investigation for posing as one of Georgia's fake electors to falsely claim to Congress that Trump had won the state.
Now in her lawsuit, Powell had claimed, without evidence of course, that Dominion voting systems abused the legal process to, quote, punish and make an example out of her. To try to prove her allegation, Powell said that Dominion sent a copy of their lawsuit against her to another election denier, along with a demand that the other person retract their defamatory statements about Dominion. And Powell noted that Dominion had threatened to file additional defamation lawsuits against other people and companies. But U.S. District Judge Carl Nichols said in his ruling that this is just standard legal practice. And he said, quote, Powell's complaint fails to link her abuse of process claim to any act that Dominion has taken other than filing and pursuing its lawsuit. She has thus failed to state a claim for abuse of process. And I should note, this Judge Nichols was appointed by Trump. He was put on the bench by Donald Trump. So no, he's not some deep state liberal lefty judge. And just as with Mike Lindell, I have to wonder why Sidney Powell isn't excited to go to court with Dominion. If I'm not mistaken, she said that she welcomed a lawsuit from Dominion, but she seems hell-bent on stopping it. Why wouldn't she want to, quote unquote, expose their so-called election fraud by putting their employees under oath and getting her hands on their internal communication?
The election was stolen. Donate money if you agree.
Okay, here's $14 million. How are you going to use it?
Okay,